Welcome back to Season 4 of my Edmond State Team Builder Dynasty here on College Football 25. We got off to a 3-0 start in the last episode, and today we will officially kick off Conference USA play as we take on Florida International. Before we really get into the game though, there is a quick recruiting update I want to show you guys, and that is that we right now have 3 recruits on the season. We have a 3-star left tackle, a 4-star middle linebacker, and a 4-star safety all coming in next season. But obviously, we still need to focus on this season a bit. As of right now, I really think starting Sidney Mock at quarterback was the best decision for us. And then receiving, really the only one catching touchdowns appears to be Zamir Rowe. Lyle Shermer has 1, but Rowe came away with 5 in those first 3 games. And running the ball, we're really not doing that much or that well. Skylar Lewis is currently injured, only has 120 yards, and Shaq Marcus has 101 yards and 1 touchdown. We also have Jaden Swain, who found the end zone once. It does look like Skylar Lewis is going to miss at least this first game against Florida International, but we should get him back in this episode. But now it is time to jump into the very first game of the episode and see if we can't keep this undefeated season rolling. I decided to throw us into our alternates today, but we get our first scenario of the game on a 3rd and inches, so we're going to give this one to Marcus on the outside, and he gets the first down. It would immediately go back to simulating, and we apparently get to a 4th down, so now I get to try to kick a field goal here. And I'm going to try to not screw this one up. The kick is away, and this one will be good. We have a 3-0 lead. It throws us back in on our very next offensive drive for a 3rd and 4. Out of a shotgun set, Mock will drop back to pass. We're going to try to throw this underneath, and luckily we missed the receiver. Otherwise, I think that one was going to get picked. However, it would not matter because I don't know if we faked the punt and went for it or what, but we got to keep the ball, and now we have a 1st and goal from the 5. This should be the final play of the first quarter. We're going to give this one to Shaq Marcus, who goes up the middle for the gain of a couple yards. I'm going to try and not run with Sidney Mock too much today because it looks like his wear and tear is already down to the last bar. But we'll give this one to Marcus again, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Edmond State. It has still not given me a defensive scenario, so now we jump in on our next offensive drive where we have a 3rd and 8 from the 26. Mock will drop back to pass. And we'll fire this into Yabo, who will make the catch for the first down, and it should let us stay in this game here, and it will. We come back in a shotgun set. Jaden Swain is in at running back, and that's where we go with it. Swain up the middle, and he is going to get all the way down to the 6-yard line. So far, we are running the ball relatively well today. On a 2nd and 2, we'll give this one to Marvin Sanders, who goes for the first down to the 4-yard line. Time to run one of my favorite plays in the game. We're going to send Zamir Rowe in motion. It'll be a jet toss to the outside. And we're going to get chased down, but he breaks that tackle, spins, and it's not going to be that big of a loss. That's going to bring up a 2nd and goal from the 5. Mock will drop back, a quick throw to the tight end, caught by Tony Livingston, and another touchdown for Edmond State. We should go up 17-0. And we still have no defensive scenarios. We jump in on a 3rd and 7 with 1:48 to go here in the half. Mock will drop back to pass. We're going to lob this one downfield, and he's going to miss everybody that time. I am going to change the camera angle for this field goal because I got way more used to this angle while that weird kick meter glitch was going on. And hopefully I can make this one after I just said that. The kick is away, and it is good. They have now decided to give us a 2-minute drill with 57 seconds to go here in the half. Mock back in shotgun. We will drop back to pass. And we're going to let this one go deep downfield. We may have Zamir Rowe, and it gets knocked away. That's fine. I wanted to take a shot on play number 1, but now we'll try to be a little bit more conservative, possibly. 2nd and 10 from the 47. We'll drop back, and we're going to throw this one to the tight end on the outside, and Livingston will make the catch to the 28. So that leads to another shotgun set. Mock will drop back to pass, and looking to go downfield, not seeing anyone come open. We'll try to run away from this defensive lineman and just dart out of bounds. That would stop the clock with 30 seconds to play in the half. Mock out of shotgun. We'll drop back. We're going to lob this one to the end zone, and that's going for Lyle Shermer, but he overthrows him. That is going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Mock out of shotgun again. We'll drop back to pass. And we're going to try to get rid of this one, and that's going to get knocked away. We'll just kick a field goal. I am not going to lie to you guys. I completely forgot that that quarterback was left-handed whenever I started to roll out to the right side, which is obviously a problem. But the kick is away, and this one will be good. We have a 23-0 lead going into halftime. And we will get to keep that lead as we come in here with about 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter for a 3rd and 2. Handoff to Swain to the outside, and that will be a first down. However, because it got us into the red zone, we get to stay in. So a 1st and 10 from the 19. Mock will drop back to pass. And once again, I forgot the quarterback was left-handed, and I tried to turn. That was just a really bad play on my part. Let's just see if we can get some of those yards back on the ground. From the 27, we'll hand this one to the outside, and Swain's not going to find much space. I just need to not make a stupid throw here, and we should at least get out of this drive with a field goal. 3rd and 17. We'll drop back, and he's going to get sacked on the play. And I was lined up right down the middle before I got sacked, but now I'm on the right hash for a 49-yard attempt to try to give us a 26-0 lead. Accuracy's good, and I believe the power is going to be good, and it is off the... Oh, wow. Okay, off the bottom bar, off the upright, then off the bottom bar, no good. And finally, in the fourth quarter, it gives us a defensive scenario. They are going for it here on 4th and 1 with about 10 minutes to go in the game. He gets the pitch out, but that is going to be blown up in the backfield. Just a few minutes later, it's going to give us another 4th down scenario. This one a 4th and 5. It's still 23-0. And we're going to bring a blitz. He's under pressure and getting sacked on the play. It would simulate our first play of the drive that moved us into the red zone, then would let us take over. So now a 2nd and 5 from the 20, and we're going to try to spin out that guy. It does not work, but we set up a 3rd and 3. I ran one of these earlier, and it did not exactly go well. We're going to go ahead and send Yabo in motion. It's a toss play out to Yabo, and now he goes to the outside, and he gets chased down. 4th and 5. I think in one of the more recent patches, they definitely fixed how effective that play is, because I've even noticed whenever I'm not recording and playing this game that that play doesn't work near as often now, but the kick is going to be good, so we take a 26-0 lead. And they are once again going to go for it here on 4th down. It's a 4th and 10. He drops back to the pass. Going deep downfield, that one's going to get knocked away. In simulation, we would apparently kick a field goal and make it, so now it's 29-0. They're going for it on a 4th and 12. Going deep downfield, he's got a man down the sideline, and they are deep into Edmond State territory. It would go back to simulating for a few plays, and now it's a 4th and 7 from the 28-yard line. With under 2 minutes to go, this is obviously just looking for garbage time here, and we're going to get a garbage time sack. That is the 7th sack we've gotten today. My God, we killed him. And that leads to your final score of 29-0. Our first game of the Conference USA this season, we win in shutout fashion. Sydney Mock did not really have a good game in this one, and I did not really help that. He goes 13 for 27, 124 yards and a touchdown, but we got the win, so I don't really care that much. Swain got 55 yards on 15 carries, Marcus got 19 yards on 7 carries and a touchdown, and then receiving Zamir Rowe 4 for 32, Shermer 4 for 47, Tony Livingston got a touchdown. Now, what about defense? How did we play over there? I know we got a ton of sacks. Jaden Bethea led the team with 7 total tackles. In sacks, George Sambrelo got 2.5, Emmett Wall got 1.5, Godwin got 1, Truman got 1, one of our corners, and then it looks like Mappa and Green both shared 1 here, and then interceptions, we got absolutely 0. And it looks like that win got a couple more people to commit to Edmond State, a 3-star receiver with Daron Best, and a 3-star corner in Sheriff Denbo. It's always nice to get a few more commits, really no matter how it happens. But now we get to move on to our next game against the 3-1 Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. And it will let us play, I believe, our first drive of the game. It said this is a big first quarter drive. We do have running back Skylar Lewis back in the lineup, so let's go ahead and immediately give it to him, and that's going to go for no gain. Let's see if I can manage to play quarterback just a little bit better in this game. 2nd and 10, Mock out of shotgun. We're going to throw this one to the outside. That one will be caught by Shermer, who has the first down to the 42. Let's go ahead and test and see if they actually manage to nerf all of these. We're going to send Shermer in motion, and it's going to be a toss out to him, to the outside. Well, we're at least going to get some positive yards this time, or at least I think we gain 1. On a 2nd and 9 now, we're going to go right back to Skylar Lewis, but the blocking failed miserably. That is going to set up a 3rd and 10 now for our offense. Mock back in shotgun. We'll drop back to pass. And we're going to let this one go deep downfield for Jabari Yabo, the freshman receiver, and he's not going to make the catch. And we do get a defensive scenario here in the first quarter. It's a 3rd and 8. They come out in a pistol set. He's going to take the snap and go over the middle, finds his tight end for the first down. Just a few plays later, it's now a 3rd and 5. They come out with a 5-wide set. Let's see if we can bring some pressure to their quarterback. Over the middle, finds his man, and a touchdown for Western Kentucky. We would apparently respond in simulation, so now it's 7-7, and we have the ball at the 23-yard line, facing a 3rd and 1. Handoff to Skylar Lewis, and we're going to finally get some user-positive yards. A 1st and 10 now from the 18-yard line. He's the only one in the backfield, and Mock is going to throw this to the end zone. That's into double coverage, and no one comes down with that one. It is accidentally running a no-huddle offense. I guess I held triangle too long trying to catch that, so we're in the same exact formation. We're going to drop back to pass and take this one underneath. That's caught by Zamir Rowe, who was going to try to make that man miss and get brought down to the 11. That's going to set up a 3rd and 3. In a shotgun set, Mock will drop back to pass. We're going to go to the running back, and he'll make the catch to set up a 1st and goal. From here, we're going to see if the run blocking can hold up. Out of shotgun, we give it to Skylar Lewis to the outside, and he'll get met and brought down, a gain of 1. On 2nd and goal, we're going to trust the ground game one more time. From the 4-yard line now, hand off to Lewis, who's going to spin up the middle and get brought down, I think, at the half-yard line. That will lead to a goal line set for Edmond State. Mock lines up under center, and it's going to be a QB sneak into the end zone. Touchdown, Edmond State. It's going to be a 3rd and 3 on the following drive for Western Kentucky. Out of shotgun, handoff to their back up the middle, and he's got the 1st down and deep into ESU territory. Just a few plays later, it's going to be a 3rd and 8. They'll drop back to pass, and he's going to throw this one underneath, and his guy will not get to the marker. A 4th and 2. Now, will they go for it or kick a field goal? And I don't really know yet. They are going to line up and go for this one on 4th and 2. Out of a shotgun set. It's going to be a handoff to the back up the middle, and we once again have no run defense, so he gets the 1st down. Now from the 12-yard line, it's going to be a 1st and 10. Out of a shotgun set, it's going to be a screen to the outside, and his guy will get the 1st down at the 1. Let's see if the defense can make a stand here, or are they just going to give it to the running back when we can't stop the run to save our lives? We actually managed to stop it that time, and they have to burn a timeout. Now a 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. They have a fullback lined up in the backfield, but they are going to look to pass. He's going to the outside, and he gets sacked on the play. So they go from 1st and goal at about the 1-yard line to a 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. We'll see if we can actually get the stop here. He's going to come out in shotgun. We're actually going to drop this lineman into coverage, going to the outside, and that one will be caught for a touchdown. Going into the second half, we are all tied up at 14. We face a 3rd and 6. Mock going to drop back to pass, and no one's covering this side of the field, so we'll take off with a speedy quarterback inside the 15, and we'll get forced out of the 12-yard line. Y'all want to know a quick fun fact about that play? I never even looked to see if our receiver was open. I knew I was going to run from the start. But now 1st and 10 from the 12, and we'll give this one to Skylar Lewis to the outside, and he gets down to the 8-yard line. That is going to lead to a 2nd and 6 now. Mock back in shotgun again. We'll drop back to pass. And we're going to roll to this side. We're probably going to take off with the quarterback again, and this time he is into the end zone. Touchdown ESU. The defense would manage to get us the ball back, and now we face a 3rd and 8 from the 28-yard line. Mock will drop back to pass. And we're going to go to the end zone here for Tony Livingston, but that guy came back to make a play, and luckily that falls incomplete. That definitely should have been intercepted, but now we get to kick a field goal to try to take a 10-point lead here in today's game. So we'll see if we can actually manage to make this one. If I line this up properly, and oh no, I think I may have missed that one. The kick is away, and it is just inside the upright. It would then simulate several drives, and we come back in up 31-21. They're facing a 4th and 5, and going for it over the middle to his man for the 1st down. And they would actually get the touchdown in simulation just a couple plays later, now going for an onside kick. And we may not recover that one, but we finally do manage to pick it up, and we'll go out of bounds. We just need to put this game away. Up by 3 with 1:01 to play. Handoff to Lewis up the middle, and he's going to get a solid gain to start this drive, and they burn their 2nd timeout. I am not going to be throwing the ball in this situation no matter what. We're going to force them to burn all of their timeouts and then run at least one more play, so even if they get the ball back, they don't have much time. 2nd and 5, handoff to Lewis to the outside, and he's going to fight his way to set up a 3rd and 2. If we manage to get a 1st down here, it is game over. From under center, we'll give this one to Lewis to the outside, and he will have the 1st down. We're going to get out of here with a win. Well, obviously this one was a close one, but no matter what, we get out of here at 5-0 to start the season. By far our best start to this series. Sydney Mock, I think, had a much better game today. 14 for 21, 203 yards, and 2 touchdowns. On the ground, Skylar Lewis got 67 yards on 18 carries, but Sydney Mock ran for 77 yards on 8 carries and 2 touchdowns. I believe, no, never mind. I did both of those. I was going to say one of those was in simulation. I forgot about the QB sneak. Now receiving, Lyle Shermer 5 for 101 in the score, and Jabari Yabo also got a touchdown today. Over here on defense, Carl Wicks, our starting safety, led the team in tackles with a total of 10. We only got 2 sacks today, one from Eric Free, one from Marco Godwin, and we once again got no interceptions. And some massive news following that game, 4-star receiver LaRon Way has decided to commit to Edmond State. He's going to come in with 94 speed, 91 acceleration, and you know, that's really the main thing I was looking for because speed is absolutely king in this game. And guys, I promise I am trying to add more guys to our board, but I am really just not getting good luck with the scouting. It's a lot of 3-star busts. Not a lot of the 4-stars are still willing to come here this late into the season. And a lot of the 3-stars just aren't that good. So I'm having to scout and remove a lot of guys. That's why a lot of points are being thrown into the guys that are left on the board right now. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to our next game. And it is going to be our final out-of-conference game for the season as we take on the Memphis Tigers here in Edmond. And I always like having first scenarios like this, a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. We're going to hand this one up the middle to Shaq Marcus, who gets down to the 1. Now it's going to be a goal line set. Marvin Sanders in the backfield. That's where we go with it, and our power back is into the end zone. Touchdown ESU. It looks like Memphis will get a field goal in simulation, and now we have a defensive scenario. A 1st and 10 from the 13 as we try to hold our lead, and they're going to get a 1st and goal. So now from the 2-yard line, they come back in shotgun. We're going to bring a blitz and a quick throw to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. So obviously our offense is going to be looking to respond here. 3rd and 7 from the 36-yard line. Mock will drop back. We are going to go deep downfield. I think Yabo wins that foot race, and he does. Touchdown, ESU will take the lead right back. Later on in the second quarter, it's thrown us in for a 2-minute drive right here at the 2-minute warning. A 1st and 10 from the 15. Mock will drop back. Our first throw is going to get deflected. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 10. Out with a 5-wide set. And we're once again going to go deep downfield to Jabari Yabo, who will make the catch now in a foot race, and he is gone. Touchdown, Edmond State again. And we managed to get the ball back with 1 minute and 12 seconds to go before halftime. So it'll once again throw us in. And once again, we're going deep downfield. And once again, it's Jabari Yabo, and he is gone for a 3rd receiving touchdown in the half. In the 3rd quarter, we would get another touchdown. This one in simulation, obviously. So that makes it 35-10, but now we have a 1st and goal from the 3, and this has a chance to become a blowout really fast, but we just fumbled the ball to Memphis. And I really just wanted to see if they were going to review that, and I guess not. Let me see. Can I even challenge that? I mean, we're up by 25 points, so I don't really think it's going to matter if we lose it, but I want to see if we can at least keep the ball. And how about that? They actually overturn it. So now a 2nd and goal from the 3. We'll give it to Skylar Lewis, and he gets hammered. That is going to set up a 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. And we'll run the option to the outside. He gets the pitch out, but we don't find the end zone. Apparently, Lewis stepped out of bounds. But we are just going to line up and go for this one. A 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Handoff to Marvin Sanders, who gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Edmond State. It now throws us into the 4th quarter, facing a 3rd and 5. Mock will drop back to pass. And you know what? He's had a great day. Let's give Mock just a jump ball opportunity, and it's going to fall incomplete. It would actually kick the field goal in simulation and we would make it, so it's 45-10. They face a 4th and 14. Going downfield, that one gets deflected away. On our drive, we end up facing a 3rd and 7. We're going to send Yabo in motion. It'll be a toss play out to him, and the blocking sets up to the outside, and Jabari Yabo is going to be going for a touchdown number 4 today. And not only did we get that touchdown, we got another one in simulation to make the final score 59-10. We completely destroy Memphis to move to 6-0 on the season. And yeah, Sydney Mock, you had one hell of a day. He finishes 19 of 30 for 393 yards and 5 passing touchdowns. On the ground, Skylar Lewis ran for 99 yards, no touchdowns though, but Sydney Mock managed to get one, and Marvin Sanders got 2 as our power back. And then receiving Jabari Yabo, 5 for 235 and 4 touchdowns today. Just absolutely insane. No one else really had a crazy day. Lyle Shermer did find the end zone once though. Now over on defense, leading our team in tackles is going to be starting corner Greg Morris. We got 4 sacks today, 2 from Sambrelo, 1 from Free, 1 from Emmett Wall, and no interceptions. And it's not much of a shock that Jabari Yabo ends up taking home the CUSA Offensive Player of the Week award and the National Offensive Player of the Week award in his absolutely breakout performance. And we have another commit to our school right now. 4-star running back Marco Gee out of Tulsa, Oklahoma will be moving down to Edmond, and here are his stats coming in. He should be a pretty nice addition for us. But I think I finally found another player to add to our board, a 4-star gym prospect at safety in Nolan Pounds out of Pearland, Texas. Now he is being recruited by Boise State and Kansas State, so hopefully we can come in and steal him away. Usually I only do like 3 games an episode, but because that last game was such a blowout, I'll go ahead and give you guys one more game in this one as we take on these 2 and 4 UTEP Miners. All right, the very first scenario we jump in on, it is still 0-0 here in the first quarter, and it just said this was a big first quarter drive, and we're going to try to make a big first quarter play down to Jabari Yabo, who is apparently just going to have a breakout episode as he is gone. But now UTEP faces a big third down on their next drive. It's a 3rd and 4 from the 41, and it's going to be a quick throw to the outside, caught by his man for the first down. It would take me out right after that play, and they would score a touchdown in simulation, so now it's a 3rd and 7. On our next drive, we're going to drop back and go downfield to Livingston, who will not make that catch. But thankfully, the defense would get a stop, and we get the ball back. At the 26-yard line, it's a 3rd and 1. We're going to hand this one to Skylar Lewis, who goes to the outside, makes that man miss, gets to the edge, and never mind. I thought he was going to outrun that guy. That play would take us down to the 2-minute warning. So now from the 18-yard line, it's a 1st and 10. And we're going to try to run with Mock to the outside. He gets good blocking, and Sidney Mock will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Edmond State. However, in the final seconds of the half, though, UTEP is trying to make this a tie game. With 22 seconds to go, it's a 3rd and 4. And it's a quick throw, and that should have been intercepted. That might have been a pick 6. But they are just going to settle for a field goal of about 32 yards here to try to make it a 4-point game. The snap, the hold, the kick is away, and it is good. Going into the second half now, it's a 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Mock back in shotgun. We'll take the snap. We'll hand this one to Lewis, and he is all the way to the 2. We're going to come out in another shotgun set. And this time we're going to send Shermer in motion. It'll be a toss play. He gets the blocking I think he needs, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown ESU. We now head into the fourth quarter, up 21-10. They are facing a 4th and 3. And they're going to drop back to the pass. A quick throw is going to be caught, and his tight end holds on to it. It would take us out of the game, and they would end up getting a field goal. Now on their next drive, it's 21-13. They face a 3rd and 6 from the 31. They could tie the game up on this drive. He'll drop back to the pass, going over the middle and finding his man, but he got rocked and could not hold on to it. So here we go, a 4th and 6. With a 5-wide set, we are going to try to control the linebacker and cover this tight end. He's going to the outside, and that one is going to be caught for the first down. So now at the 17-yard line, they come out in shotgun again. About 6 minutes to go here in the game. And it's going to be a handoff to the back to the outside, and he'll get met and brought down. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 now from the 15-yard line. He's back in shotgun again. Will they give it to the back again? Yes, they will. To the outside. They have great run blocking, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. I really should have manually stayed in to try the 2-point conversion, but it would simulate it. They did not get it, but now they have the ball back with 2:48 to go. All they need is a field goal. Going downfield, he misses his receiver. Now a 2nd and 10. He's back in shotgun again. We'll take the snap, hand off to the back who goes up the middle, and the run blocking is apparently going to be perfect as they get the first down. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line now. We are near the 2-minute warning. Another shotgun set. He'll drop back to the pass, going downfield, and that's just straight up dropped. That's going to lead to a 2nd and 10 from the 21. He'll drop back to the pass, going to the outside, and that one will be caught by his receiver. Did he hold on to that? I believe he did. I take that back. He did not. Now a 3rd and 10. In a 5-wide set, he'll drop back, going down the sideline, and I completely screwed up with that safety. Are you kidding me? Please, can we make the hit? He just ducks out of bounds. That's all they needed to do. I tried to come in with the safety and make a big hit, and it may cost us our undefeated record. 1st and 10 from the 18. They give it to the running back who was brought down in the backfield. We'll see if they start trying to chew some clock away, but for right now, it's a 2nd and 14, going back to the back, and never mind, it's a play fake, going downfield. He's got a man wide open, and UTEP is into the end zone. So now with 1:34 to go and all 3 timeouts, we have to try to lead a game-winning drive. Mock out of shotgun. We'll drop back to pass. We're just going to take off of the middle, get some decent blocking, and we'll slide down to safety at the 33. Mock back in shotgun again. Shaq Marcus is in at running back, but he will look to pass. And we're going to step up in the pocket again, and this time we're getting sacked. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 13. Mock out of shotgun. A quick throw over the middle will be caught by Tony Livingston. First down, Edmond State. And I apologize, that was not Livingston. That was actually our backup tight end, Dion Earl. Now out of shotgun, we'll drop back to pass again, and we're getting sacked again. The clock is still running. I am not wanting to burn any of our timeouts just yet. 2nd and 15. We'll drop back, and we get rid of that at the last possible second. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 15. We need someone to make a play here. And we are going to go deep downfield for Lyle Shermer, but the defender almost intercepts that. The game is going to come down to this 4th down. If they get the stop, our undefeated season is over. Mock will drop back to the pass. There is a flag as he's going deep downfield, and we hit our man for the first down to the 20, but the flag is going to be a holding call. And it was on left tackle Johnny Williams, the transfer. So on 4th and 25, sending everybody deep. We're going to launch this downfield for Shermer, who will make the catch, and we convert. We'll burn our first time out. With just 18 seconds to go, Mock out a shotgun. We'll drop back, and we're going to try to scramble again, but we get sacked, and we got to burn our second time out. Now it's a 2nd and 16. Mock will drop back to pass again. We're going to go downfield for Jabari Abo into the end zone, and he makes the catch. Touchdown, Edmond State. We are going to take a lead with 9 seconds to go. We are going to line up for 2 just in case they somehow get into field goal range. Mock will drop back, fire this to the end zone, and it's caught by Shermer. All right, all we have to do is not allow a kick return touchdown, which I don't think I've ever done in this game, and now that I've said that, I am completely terrified that it's going to happen here. So he's going to bring it up and try to bounce it to the outside, but he gets met and brought down. 5 seconds remaining, so the game is going to come down to this. We are going to send everybody back. Get as far back as possible. One final play from the 14-yard line. He will take the snap and drop back. Looking to go deep downfield. We are just going to stand back here, and Wicks is going to come up at the final second, and it'll be caught. He breaks that tackle, but gets forced out of bounds, and we will escape here with a win and improve to 7-0. UTEP nearly ended this perfect season. Sydney Mock today goes 14 of 23 for 311 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. On the ground, Mock was actually our leading rusher with 41 yards and a touchdown. And then receiving, Lyle Shermer 4 for 84 in a score, and Jabari Abo 2 for 117 and 2 touchdowns, including the game winner. I have apparently really been relying on him the last couple games. George Sambrailo led the team in tackles with a total of 9, and we only got 1 sack today. That was also Sambrailo, and no interceptions. But before I wrap this episode up, we have some pretty massive news here. Obviously, you can see all of the top teams right here, but for the first time in school history, Edmond State is ranked inside the top 25. We come in at number 22. So I would say this team is starting to pick up just a little bit of hype, but in the next episode, we will pick up here in week 8 as we take on the 4-2 Liberty Flames.